So, apple cider vinegar, right? It's that golden elixir you see in every health store and wellness blog. Sounds like something your weird aunt drinks before hot yoga. But there's more to it than just a quirky health trend. Turns out this stuff's been around for ages. We're talking ancient civilizations here. Cleopatra used it for beauty stuff. She might have even bathed in it, who knows? Hippocrates, the OG doctor dude, was all about it for, well, pretty much everything, from treating wounds to soothing coughs. Now, I'm not saying it's a miracle cure, but it does have some interesting properties. But maybe those ancients knew a thing or two. They didn't have modern medicine, but they had their own wisdom. Like maybe they knew it could fight inflammation. Inflammation is a big deal in the body. Who knows what those togas were hiding? Maybe some ancient secrets to health. Let's be clear, I'm not a doctor. Just a curious mind exploring the possibilities. If you cut me open, I wouldn't bleed medical advice. But I do read a lot. But I do know inflammation is bad news. It's like a fire inside your body that you need to put out. It's like your body declaring war on itself, and that's never a good thing. And when it comes to MS, inflammation is basically the mean bouncer at the neurological club, blocking the good stuff from getting in, not letting anyone in, spoiling the party. It's a real downer. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, remember, this is for informational purposes only. Always consult with a healthcare professional. Don't go chugging vinegar by the gallon. Seriously, it's not a good idea, unless you're really into pickle-flavored burps. And who is really? We'll get to the how much is too much later. Moderation is key. First, let's break down this whole inflammation thing. What is it and why should we care? Inflammation. It's like your immune system accidentally hit the Hulk smash button. See, your body's got this whole army of cells, right? They fight off infections, clean up messes, the usual. But sometimes they get a little trigger-happy. They start attacking healthy tissue, like they're auditioning for a villain role in a cell-sized action movie. This immune system overreaction, that's inflammation. It's why your ankle swells up when you trip over your dog. Sorry, Sparky. It's why a mosquito bite becomes Mount Itchmore. And in the case of MS, it's a major player in damaging the nervous system. Now, MS is a whole other beast, we'll get to that in a minute. But the point is, inflammation is the bad guy in a lot of health issues. So, anything that can help calm things down is worth a look, right? Even if it smells like a salad dressing mishap. Okay, so MS, multiple sclerosis. It's like your immune system went to a buffet, ate everything, then decided to attack your own nervous system for dessert. Basically, it's an autoimmune disease where your immune system, the supposed good guy, gets confused. It mistakes your nerve's protective coating called myelin for an enemy and starts attacking. This myelin damage, it messes with the way your brain sends signals to the rest of your body. Imagine trying to send a text with a cracked phone screen and spotty Wi-Fi. That's life with MS, except the glitches aren't funny cat videos, they're fatigue, vision problems, mobility issues. You get the picture. And guess what plays a starring role in all this myelin mayhem? You guessed it, inflammation. Those overzealous immune cells? They're like a demolition crew in a wrecking ball tearing up the nervous system. Not cool, immune system, not cool. Section 4. Can apple cider vinegar really help? The science, don't worry, no quizzes. Apple cider vinegar has been touted as a miracle cure for everything from weight loss to glowing skin. But what does the science actually say? So, can apple cider vinegar actually help with all this? Well, here's the thing about science, it loves to say maybe. It's not always black and white. There's some evidence that apple cider vinegar might have anti-inflammatory properties. This means it could potentially help with conditions that involve inflammation, like arthritis. One study showed that mice who drank diluted apple cider vinegar had reduced inflammation markers. This is promising, but it's important to remember that mice are not humans. Now I know what you're thinking. John, I'm not a mouse, and you're absolutely right. I don't even own those tiny little mouse shoes. Fair point. But animal studies are often the first step in understanding how something might work in humans. But it's a start, right? Plus, there's this thing called acetic acid in apple cider vinegar. Acetic acid is the main active component. It's what gives vinegar that pungent kick that clears your sinuses and makes you question your life choices. But beyond the strong smell, acetic acid has some interesting properties. Some studies suggest acetic acid might help regulate blood sugar levels, which could indirectly reduce inflammation. This could be particularly beneficial for people with diabetes. But hold your horses, vinegar enthusiasts. Before you start chugging apple cider vinegar, there are some things to consider. This isn't a free pass to douse your breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the stuff. Too much vinegar can erode your tooth enamel and irritate your throat. More research is needed, especially on humans, to confirm these benefits. So, while apple cider vinegar might have some potential health benefits, it's not a magic bullet. Always consult with a healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your diet. Section 5. Vinegar victories, success stories, or placebo parties. Now, anecdotal evidence is a tricky thing. It's like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands, elusive and hard to pin down. It's like that friend who swears their aunt's neighbor's dog cured their hiccups by staring at them. Sounds bizarre, right? You can't really prove it, but hey, if it works for them, right? Sometimes belief is a powerful thing. There are people out there, actual human beings, who swear by apple cider vinegar for their MS. They share their stories with such conviction. They say it helps with fatigue, pain, even brain fog. These are not just minor inconveniences. They are significant symptoms that impact daily life. Maybe it's the vinegar, maybe it's the placebo effect, maybe it's just the sheer willpower of someone who can stomach that stuff daily. It's hard to say for sure. Look, I'm not here to debunk anyone's miracle cure. Everyone's journey with MS is unique and personal. If you found something that helps you manage your MS, vinegar or otherwise, more power to you. It's all about finding what works for you. But it's important to remember, everyone's different. What brings relief to one person might not have the same effect on another. What works for one person might not work for another. It's a delicate balance of trial and error, and it's crucial to talk to your doctor before you start any new treatment, especially if it involves consuming something that could double as a cleaning product. Your health and safety should always come first. Section 6, bottoms up. So where does this leave us? Is apple cider vinegar a miracle cure for inflammation and MS? Probably not. Is it a tasty addition to salad dressings and marinades? Absolutely. Look, the bottom line is this. Inflammation is a jerk, MS is tough, and if a little vinegar makes you feel better, who am I to argue? Just maybe chase it with a cookie or something, for balance. But seriously, talk to your doctor. They're the real experts, even if they don't have a late-night show. And remember, you're not alone in this fight. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden craving for salad. Don't tell my writers.